Fuck you, reaction. Alright. So, I don't know any of these players. I was in the Dota 2 Reddit League last fall, but after a little bit of inactivity around the holidays, I was kicked. Alright, so obviously Troll War being banned out. He might have gotten a little bit of nerfs this patch, but you know. He's still a pretty decent carry. By the way, I might upload this. I think I'm probably going to upload this to YouTube. So for all of you that don't know, that if you want to check out my YouTube, you know, my name is Trips. I am streaming this live on my channel, twitch.tv/Trips, and this is the Reddit Dota 2 League in-house. It is just a regular in-house. I don't know if it counts for points or anything, but I immediately get the hiccups, of course. So we're going to see an Undying banned out as well as a Slark. Undying being an extremely popular pick right now, like incredibly popular. His early game potential is immense. The new Tombstone mechanic, where the zombies, they take chances to hit and stuff like, I don't even know if you can, I don't think you can target with like Zeus. I know you can't do Bristle Quills. A lot of AoE spells, you just can't clear all the zombies, so the zombies stack up really well. As well as the Treant Protector. That's an odd one. I mean, Tree is really good. The Gyrocopter, I'm surprised they let that through over the Treant Protector. Gyrocopter, been watching a lot of pro games, been seeing a lot of the Gyrocopter. Because of the new mechanics on his Rocket Barrage, there's no cast point. So what you can do is you can run up and immediately with it, you don't have to stop. So you're running next to somebody and you can hit Q and it will instantly, not instantly, but it will do all of the damage right away. There's no cast point, which means you stop first and then you cast the spell. Centaur Warrunner being picked up, of course. I mean, he's always been a strong offlaner, but mostly what it's going to be for the Aghanim Scepter upgrade and the return change. The Aghanim Scepter, I mean, if you're going to get that like towards the mid game, Aghanim Scepter you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to get on top of any of their team, as well as you're going to be able to initiate very well. Wind Ranger, I don't personally like Wind Ranger, but we can see what they're going to do with it. Maybe it's going to be in a mid-roll. Maybe they're going to do the Slasher's Way. They can do the Aghanim Scepter, which removes the attack speed, or not the attack speed, the attack damage debuff on her ult. Because it gives her max attack speed, but it does cost her some of her damage. But if you do get the Scepter at max level, you can reduce it down to 0. And then you're going to get the Daedalus. The Daedalus is going to crit. So you're going to have max attack speed with a lot of damage. Lion being picked up. Lion's easily probably one of the best supports right now. I mean, he just has so much CC. Excuse me while I bend down and pick up my water cap. He just has a lot of CC right now, and you know he's able to destroy stuff such as illusions, and his Finger of Death does a lot of heavy nuke damage. He's able to roam very well, gank. So right now it seems like there's an earlier meta. Like games tend to be ending really, really fast. So if you have someone with CC, someone that can gank early, someone that really doesn't need much. I mean, all that you really need online is Tranquils and a Blink Dagger. Tidehunter being banned out. Tidehunter, I mean, he's always been good. Just his ultimate. I mean, he has... Thanks, man. Yeah, I do have a YouTube. It's instead of just Trips, it's Trips Dota on the YouTube. But anyways, Tidehunter with the ultimate, I mean, that's obvious. It does a lot of... it stuns up a lot of heroes. We're falling behind a little bit. Witch Doctor, good cast stun. Another good ganking hero. I mean, you can pray to RNGesus that, you know, the bounce is going to be good, but Vengeful Spirit, on the other hand, single target. So, in the minus armor, the new Medallion is okay, although it costs a little bit more. Bristleback being banned out as well. A very tanky hero in the offlane. Sand King. Sand King's, I mean, I don't think Sand King's extremely good, but he's never really fallen off. He has good stun potential. Epicenter, and he can jungle, so that's a little bit of a greedy jungler if that's where they're going to run him. Magnus lined up with the Lion, so if Lion's going to get a Aghanim Scepter, Magnus can make that ganking potential. They're going heavy AoE. Heavy AoE right now. On the other team, on the Dire, though, the Silencer coming out, so they're going to want to stop this Wombo combo that they going on here. So, you know, Magnus ult into Sven stun, Lion, followed up with the call down. Pretty much, if they can land like a 5-man RP, which is Magnus's ult, they might... good insight on the Dire. They're going to go ahead and band out the Enigma. Just, I mean, all their ultimates would just be circles. Just circles. So we're gonna wait. They're racing along there. Now they're giving me a little bit of break. I don't know what to, you know, commentate in between this, but that's a lie. We're gonna go into Sven. I think might be run more as a support. If they're gonna run, unless they're gonna do the gyrocopter support with the Sven carrying the Lion support with the Magnus mid, maybe. So if Windrunner is gonna be mid, I think they're gonna ban out the Viper. So they don't think, maybe they don't think the Wind Ranger's mid. Maybe they think the Wind Ranger could be carry, actually. Could make sense. Wind Ranger carry, Centaur off lane, Sand King, Silencer, supports, and then they're going to look to pick up their mid. Nope, it's going to be a Wraith King. Wraith King, I mean, with his new Aghanim Scepter, I don't see him building an Aghanim Scepter, but there we go, there's another AoE. We'll talk about that in a sec. I don't see him building another Aghanim Scepter, but, I mean, it's decent. He survives a long time, especially with their Wombo combo. They'll, you know, if they try to blow up the Wraith King, he just comes back to life. Excuse me. Alright. So we're going to see the Darkseer, like I said. He's just another AoE that the Radiant can have in their arsenal. Okay. So, let's, I actually did not do this beforehand, so I do apologize. You can see this. I think that's it. Let's see. It seems a little bit fast. Whoops. Yeah, it seems a little bit fast, so let's go ahead and turn this all the way down. Okay. So, are we going to see any early movement from either teams? I do not know. But we can go ahead and go down the rosters. These are not teams, people. These are in-houses. This is a bunch of random people put together. But we're going to go ahead and see, I'll guess, FX71 on the Gyrocopter, Gross Z on the Darkseer, Harvey Dent on the Sven, Exorcist on the Lion, Twisted. Oh, gonna see a Rocket Barrage. Ooh, nice. Nice Burrow Strike up the cliff. Although he is stuck, he did get away from dying, and there's no way that they can get vision up here unless they go ahead and throw a ward up there. Oh, is that going to give them vision? I don't think it's going to give them vision. But they are going to secure the Bounty Rune, and it looks like Sand King is going to be completely out of mana just to start the game off with. So, let's see a couple of the Immortals coming out. Let's go ahead and continue. We got a little bit sidetracked. Twisted Mamba on the Wraith King, Ben on the Silencer, Starfish Prime on the Sand King, Lelentus on the Centaur Warrunner, above average trash on the Wind Ranger. And let's get back into the game. So we're going to see a Magnus mid against the Wind Ranger. However, bottom we're going to see the Darkseer against the Centaur Warrunner. It's weird that they went with the aggro. They went the Sven, Lion, and that's right, support Gyrocopter against the Wraith King. Going to see a Stormhammer coming out as well as a Split Earth. A little bit of... Oh, and then the Gyrocopter goes down with a little Wraith Fire Blast, and one auto attack from the Lion's going to take out the Wraith King. So a little bit of a trade. I'm guessing that's going to be a support for a carry, though, because Gyrocopter doesn't seem like he would have been farming there. Let's go put this... Nope, not this one. Last hits denies. Okay. So gonna see another Stormhammer coming out as well as Split Earth. Gonna see the Sand King going down. A little bit of Wraithfire Blast onto the Sven just to tell him who's boss. And a little bit of auto attack harass. Did Sand King? Oh, Sand King was dead. Okay, I was like, did he use a mango? Nice little glow. Let's see if we can. That's weird. I wonder why I can't zoom out. But we can deal with what we got. This is a regular game view, so it shouldn't matter too much. If we take a little bit of a look at the last hits and denies, the Radiant is leading right now. Not by much, but Magnus against the is 9-1 versus the Windranger 6-1. And Darkseer is 7-0 versus the Centaurs 4-1. Magnus bottles an illusion mid. I don't think he's going to do anything too extreme with it. However, if you look, the Gyrocopter's looking to do some crazy stuff. He might go for a pull here, I'm guessing. He pulls the range. I don't think that was intentional, though. Let's make sure we don't miss a little bit of the action. Wraith King looks like he's coming up a little bit. Do we have a look on... I want to take a look on their items, but we can figure that out in a sec. I actually don't know if I've ever done a broadcaster slot before. I mean, it's easy on a replay, but broadcaster slot, I don't think there's any difference. I do not think. Okay, net worth, gold per minute. Yeah, I do not know. I do not know. That's a sweet. Yeah, that's a sweet shockwave. Sand King looks like he's backing off of that tri-lane a little bit. They're like, alright, Sand King's going to focus on getting his Blink Dagger up. Does this happen before every game? What happened? Does what happen before every game? I do not know. A little bit of an aggressive ward here, so they will be able to, I think, spot out this. Yeah, they'll be able to definitely spot out this Darkseer. Doing a little bit of jungling. Up top, though, Stormhammer coming out with a little bit of Rocket Barrage, followed up by the missile, and an easy silencer kill. However, during that time, we also missed the Magnus. Going to be taking out the Windranger, so it looks like the Radiant are a little bit ahead right now. Radiant leading the charts as far as last hits and denies go. 25-10. Ooh, that's a decent margin. I don't know how that actually happened because the Windranger is a ranged hero compared to the Magnus. I mean, maybe the Magnus was zoning her out with shockwaves, but we'll know. We will never know. Character picks at the beginning. Yep, that is the draft phase. So what it's going to be a giant pool of heroes, and you both take turns picking and removing heroes from that pool. Going to see a rotation, though, a smoke. Very early smoke from the Radiant over here. Going to be rotating in on this Sand King. I don't think they have the range. I do not think they have the range. Going to see a missile come out, but yeah, I don't see this happening. Earth Spike and the missile. Nothing. So, as far as that goes, gonna see though, they're gonna try to pick this up. I don't know how Windranger didn't see this coming. Gonna see a missile dropped. He completely missed. And honestly, if he would have stuck around for a few more seconds, he would have died. Gonna see a rotation in from the Sand King though. Can Sand King save this a little bit? The Lion could go down if he could get vision on him. Oh, what a sneak around by the Gyrocopter. Can he get the Windrunner? Oh, a little bit of mismaneuvering, and the Windrunner definitely got out. But they're going to pick up the Sand King. Unfortunate for the Sand King, really. Really unfortunate. They want this. Can the Magnus... Oh, the Shockwave's going to catch out the Windrunner as well, and it looks like the Dire are having a real big problem here, and a little bit of shit-talking apparently going on. So, I want to take a look here. seems like the Radiant are really far ahead as well as far as their last hits go. Stormhammer coming out. It's only going to stun the Wraith King. A little bit of last word. Oh, maybe the Sven stayed a little bit too long. Yep, one more right click from the silencer. And it seems like that's all she wrote for Sven. Sand King over here only at 500 gold so far. And it seems like that Blink Dagger is going to be a little bit further off than he initially intended. Gonna see an Earth Spike coming out. We'll have a little bit of a rocket barrage, followed up by the missile. He's definitely gonna be able to get this kill. Oh, and Lion goes ahead and steals it with one auto attack, just in case the missile got killed. So is this Split Earth or Earth Spike? I think it's Earth Spike. Yes, it is. It is Earth Spike. I win the championships. Now mid. Ooh, what a clutch stop animation by the Magnus here. Oh, but he goes ahead and gets it off this time in a few right clicks, and there, down goes the Wind Ranger. And I think the Darkseer has just gone ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to jungle a little bit, you can have the lane, but is it getting Centaur? I mean, Centaur's not that farmed as far as the last hits go. This is what you were asking. These are how many times they have killed their own creeps versus how many times, or their enemies' creeps versus how many times they've killed their own creeps. So Magnus has killed 44 of the enemy creeps and 3 of his own creeps. Gonna see another early rotate. Not even early at this point. It's 8 minutes almost. Gonna see a rotation coming out, but unfortunately, the ranged minion from the wave is going to go ahead and find them. Let's see if Wraith King would not be able to get a Wraith Fire Blast off there. The Radiant is definitely being aggressive. They want to use their advantage. Stormhammer coming out on the silencer, and as well as a missile on the Wraith King, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get anything out of this. Maybe if they chase a little bit hard enough, but the Centaur is going to be able to ult for them. And Centaur actually made a rotation up top, but unfortunately with a rocket barrage and a Stormhammer, they're going to be able to get a double kill here. But are they going to pay with a Lion? Oh, wow! The power shot coming out as well as just an auto attack. I was wrong. That was not a double kill. That was a support trade for 3 up top. Good rotations from the Dire. Maybe they can come back a little bit. A blink as well as a skewer and a shockwave. Gonna be able to kill off the Centaur. Nothing he can do about that. He didn't even see it coming. And he's going to be able to scout out this Sand King. He's not going to do anything to Sand King, but he's going to take a little bit of his farm. How close is this Sand King? Sand King's only at 1k gold right now. He's about 1250 away from his Blink Dagger. And it looks like he's going to rush a Blink Dagger. He doesn't have boots or anything of the sort. Centaur, or actually Sand King, he's going to make his way down bot. What's going on up top here? Going to see a missile coming out, but nothing's going to happen of it. Just a little bit of harass. So, can we figure out... There we go. There we go. There's a little bit of the items. Okay, so let's talk about item builds so far. Going to see a nice Tranquils on the Centaur War Runner, a Basilius going into phase, I believe, on the Wind Ranger. A nice mobility with a little bit of armor and mana regen. Nothing too substantial, but the thing that wonders me is the Orb of Venom on the Sand King. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but could be something I don't know. Gonna be an Earth Spike. I don't think they're gonna do anything with it. Ooh, what's going on here? No, Gyro wanted it so bad. Let's go ahead and close this, and they're gonna be able to take out the silencer while we're looking at the item builds a little bit. However, down bot, the Darkseer, he senses something real bad happening and gets out as fast as possible. So they're gonna have 3 down bot with no two TPs on the Centaur, but it looks like they're gonna get this tower, this tier 1 tower up top though. Radiant gonna be taking the first tower of the game, as well as being, I mean, they have to be real far ahead in net worth, almost 6k so far. But we're gonna see a rotation by Magnus as well as a skewer with the vacuum. A wall was a little bit overkill, but the reverse polarity. This Magnus has definitely been on point this whole game. Ooh. Preemptive blink by the Magnus. Sand King just stopped. And now he's stuck on a cliff. He's definitely gonna die here. Unless he knows something I don't know. Because he's out of mana as well. Vacuum for a little bit of more damage. And a little bit of Rocket Barrage. Just a little love tap. Saying, hey, I see you there. And up top, though, Sven chasing down with a Mask of Madness to the Silencer. He doesn't want to dive, though, with that Mask up, as it does increase the damage he is taking. And the speed boost isn't what it used to be. If he has a little bit of mana, though, that Stormhammer could kill the Silencer. Is the Lion playing support? Yep, Lion is a support. This is Lion. Okay. So let's go ahead and go back to these item builds a little bit, see if we can look at anything. Magnus is real rich right now. He's going to be rocking mana boots, as well as a Force Staff and a Blink. I wish I had my settings still. I will have to find them eventually. But the rest of the team, pretty basic. Sven, Mask of Madness. Hiccups from me. Wind Ranger going to be completing those phase boots, but I don't think... That's not that big of an item. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Magnus looking for a rotation here, and he's going to find the Silencer. Ooh, that's a little bit of an awkward skewer. However, Sand King is a little bit lost again, buddy. He's got a bunch of wards on him. I don't know if he's going to get out of this, even with the Centaur ult. They must have gave it up on him. Yep, they gave up a little bit. Gonna see an Epicenter coming out. Is it going to do anything, though? Can he get the... It's going to do a lot of damage, but the Stormhammer going to stun everyone into the call down, as well as the RP with a little bit of skewer. Wow. Magnus actually skewered the Wraith King as he revived on top of the cliff. And they're going to catch the Centaur out as well. I don't think they have vision, but a few more skewers, and there's really nothing he can do. Just a blink on top, and that's all she wrote. The Dire are in some bit of trouble right now. Down bot, Darkseer is going to go ahead and push the lane and take that tier 1. And as far as the gold goes, they're almost at a 10k lead right now, as well as, what, an 8k experience lead? Oh, and there we go. That's GG. A 14-minute game. Such an easy game to add up on my YouTube. That's an interesting one. Hopefully we see another one from these teams. Maybe we'll get a little bit of team swap in, and we will... That Magnus, though. Magnus played phenomenally. Didn't die once. Was rotating a lot. But yeah, that's the Reddit Dota 2 in-house. Game 1.